This is a new Porsche Mission X, and it's meant to be the successor to the Porsche 918 Spyder. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bilal Akil, and in this episode, I'll be sharing my enthusiasm and excitement about this new and incredible concept car, its history, exciting design, expected performance, and its engineering. The Hypercar exudes a purposeful and muscular presence featuring a low-slung profile that commands attention. I mean, just look at it. It looks like a short, punchy, muscular boxer, a bit like Mike Tyson for the road. The significance of this concept car coincides with the 75 years of Porsche as it commemorates the moment when the 356 number 1 Roadster, the first Porsche car, received its general operating permit on 8th of June 1948. The exciting thing that Porsche says that the design draws inspiration from are cars like the Porsche 959, the Carrera GT and the 918 Spyder, which all provide vital momentum for the evolution of this particular concept. Also the 919 Le Mans race cars. The Porsche 959, introduced in 1985, was a technological platform that featured a 6-cylinder twin-turbo boxer engine and an aerodynamically optimized body. It set a world record for a series production sports car with a top speed of 317 kilometers an hour. The Porsche Carrera GT then came along with its V10 engine, which had its distinctive design and exceptional driving experience. In 2013, the 918 achieved a remarkable feature by becoming the first road-approved vehicle to complete the Nürburgring Ring in under 7 minutes. Overall, the Mission X is an elegant interpretation of Porsche 917 towards the front, the kind of Le Mans kind of sliding upward doors, and also the Porsche 919. After Porsche announced its departure from the Le Mans prototype racing, a new idea was born by the design team, and they created a limited edition Porsche 919 hybrid for the racetrack. So the 919 is quite an interesting car. It features various features that you can see that kind of manifest themselves in this particular design as well. You can see the kind of aerodynamics of the side, the actual wheelbase, and also the kind of aerodynamic front end, which is quite interesting. Other features are kind of, you see parts of 959 at the back, you see Carrera GT on the side and the silhouette on the front. The Porsche Mission X concept study is relatively compact. It measures around 4.5 meters in length and 2 meters in width. What I quite like about this car is, the first thing that's quite striking is the kind of silvery brown color. It does look amazing, I think. The low-slung bodywork is finished in what Porsche are calling rocket metallic, which is complemented by carbon weave elements. Now, just on that kind of rocket element there, that kind of coincides with the actual name, kind of mission and rocket kind of have something going on. And if you look at it, it looks kind of very futuristic. It's got a space age tech thing going on about it. Personally, I feel that it's a beautiful color and it's very well suited to this car. It's got a kind of very nostalgic retro feel to it. Porsche's focus on achieving exceptional downforce is apparent in the design of the Porsche Mission X. Every vent serves a purpose with large air intakes, the lower bumper, and additional hidden vents within the vertical headlights to channel air over the front wheels. The wheels have been increased in size to 20 inches at the front and 21 inches at the rear, not only for improved aesthetics, but also to enhance the aerodynamics. If we go on, the wheel design incorporates air channels to cool the brakes. The extensive use of carbon fiber in the car's structure contributes to weight reduction, and much of it is left exposed. The Porsche Mission X has a bubble cockpit, like a dome over the passenger compartment. It's made from lightweight glass, which is also quite a very Le Mans racer. It's reminiscent of the iconic Porsche 917. The standout feature is the transparent illuminated Porsche lettering. The sculptural rear light appears suspended and extends across the entire width of the vehicle in 4 segments. And when it's charging, there's the E in Porsche at the end, which the letters pulsate when it's kind of being charged, which adds an element of mystery there. A notable detail is a modernized Porsche crest emblem, which makes its debut on this Mission X. Now, what's quite interesting are the vertical lights here. The concept presents a distinct light signature, reinterpreting the renowned Porsche 4-point graphic. The vertical base shape of the headlights draws inspiration from the historic racing cars like the Porsche 906 and the 908 and 917. Porsche have these round, beautiful kind of headlamps, which look like kind of round eyes. And this is quite an exception where you've got the kind of more singular lights, which is more in line with contemporary design these days. Porsche aims to uphold this standard of high E-performance with the Mission X, envisaging it as the fastest road-legal vehicle on the Nürburgring, suggesting a potential power output of 1,500 horsepower for the Porsche Mission X. The development of the Porsche Mission X may involve close collaboration between Porsche's engineering team and Rimac, in which Porsche actually acquired a large 45% stake in 2022. Porsche Mission X is not an evolution of Rimac's Nevera hypercar, but it's an entirely new creation on Porsche's own wheelbase and ideas. Propelled by a centrally mounted battery, the Porsche Mission X will distribute power to each wheel through individual motors, resulting in an expected total output of around 1,500 brake horsepower. Inside the Porsche Mission X, the cabin diverges from traditional Porsche designs, embracing a race-inspired aesthetic. A distinctive feature is a race-style steering yoke, complemented by the presence of exposed carbon fiber throughout. The curved digital driver's display provides essential information, while a dedicated pod in front of the passenger houses an analog stopwatch, which looks a bit weird but allows for co-drivers to track lap times. Not sure if that will really happen, if that's what your kind of co-driver or passenger is really doing. And it's also got a 4-point race harness for added safety. Seats are coloured differently, and the driver's seats form a single unit of colour with the centre console and dashboard. The two seats are coloured differently, with the driver's seat in Kalahari grey, matching the centre console and dashboard, while the passenger seat in a contrasting Andalusia brown, which kind of is nice with the kind of exterior colour of the car. Thank you very much for joining. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions or comments, please do let me know in the comments section below. Until then, take care. Goodbye.